twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good Monday morning. How are you today? It is great to be back. I hope everyone is safe. I know through Alabama and some areas of Georgia and throughout the South, Tennessee and other areas, I hope everyone is safe this morning. Very tough weekend. God bless each and every one of you. If I know several were killed in the storm. I hope everyone is safe. It was a tough weekend. I am your host, BKP. You're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. Good Monday morning. Diane, I know you probably won't do this, but just want to caution you, no foul language. I mean, I sent Diane like 30 some videos and 130 pictures, and she's probably going like this. And that's why I never schedule meetings with her on Monday afternoon. On Mondays, I got I got to get out of the way. So good morning, by the way, Diane, as you're in there feverishly trying to make everything work. So, yes, tough weekend. Saturday night, do you have a dog that just cannot take storms? We have a dog that can't take the storms. We have a dog that could care less. Just boom, glad to be here. But that was a little scary Saturday night. Power went out, so forth. You look at the radar, and the tornado is right over your address. It says so. Wow, a little scary. But the weather. I'm not here to do a weather report. So from sea to shining sea this morning, we have a lot going on. Now, I know, let me just say this, and I promise out there in America, just indulge me for 1 minute. If you'll give me 1 minute. We're going to, at 10 o'clock today, we're going to discuss the corruption, because at 10 o'clock we have what we call the Georgia Hour. We're going to try to get through everything in the 2 hours, the God Bless America 2 hours, and then we go into the Georgia Hour at 10 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock, we are going to discuss the corruption of the party that is currently, and I say it this way, in control of Georgia, and that would be the Republican Party. Now, I've been thinking this out. I have to identify the Republican Party, and it's disappointing being here in Georgia. I can't really talk about the conservative. I wish I could come on here and say these are the amazing things that are happening in Georgia with the control that we have with conservatives and the majority of Republicans, in charge of everything. But the party apparatus itself, if the party apparatus, in my words, because attorneys are always standing by, if the party apparatus itself, Republicans, are that corrupt, what do we expect of the people that get elected, that the people that are lawmakers that oversee the budget and your tax money and so on and so forth? I mean, if the party... So I just want to make this comment because we are going to expose at 10 o'clock. If you didn't think we did on Thursday, Friday, Wednesday of last week, we're really going to zero down and share with you. I want you to tell your friends here in Georgia or nationally. So if you're out there and you're in a party, a Republican party out there in America, at 10 o'clock, we are going to show you just how bad the Georgia Republican Party's current state that we're in. Now, we have Cobb County, and indulge me, I promise 30 more seconds. Cobb County, Georgia, if you're out there and you're in the Republican circle, a lot of you know where Cobb County, Georgia, where it's located, right outside of Atlanta there. And you know that Cobb County used to be, at one time, the ruby red Republican jewel of the South. It used to be. You could always count on red Cobb County. But as things changed in Cobb County, right, Republicans did not gravitate to that change. Now, you have counties all across America that they go in. Now, this is what gets me, okay? Now, the date has passed. Saturday at 5 o'clock was the deadline if you wanted to run for Georgia GOP state office. So I'm not running for chairman. I didn't intend to run for chairman. So when I make comments, if I were to be elected or the chairman of the future, you go in and it just kills me, but they're too busy taking pictures of themselves. Give me 30 more seconds. I promise I'll get past this, but they're in there taking pictures of themselves. And anywhere in America, you have meetings where you talk about the growth and you talk about the infrastructure, and we need more roads, and we need to put lanes in, and we need more sewer, and we need more water, and we need phone towers, and we need to enlarge the courthouse, and we need to hire more law enforcement. But at no time do Republicans get together and say, hey, we need to figure out how to parallel, how to harness, and how to get in front of this growth. We just watch our counties go blue, our states go blue, go purple. We watch them. That's Cobb County. Now, there's a lady in Cobb County running for GOP chair. We're going to get into that at 10 o'clock. Her name's Sophia Farouk. She's a nice, kind lady. I know Sophia. But there is a major debate, and I don't want to call it a debate, of her religion in Cobb County. Now, her religion matters. Now, I want to bring up one person, because we're going to bring this person in, because they have even reached out in Cobb County all the way down around Savannah to find Candace out there in America. Jesus, Guns, and Babies. They brought her into the Cobb County. Now, I'm going to get in at 10 o'clock, but I want to say this. Give me 105. Now, this lady is running for the Congressional 1st District, yes, in Georgia. if she were to get elected, it would step up and put Marjorie Taylor Greene at an improved level. But Candace put this out like 2 days ago. Candace Taylor. I don't tolerate other religions. Period. Now she's running for office. Now I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. I'll look you right in the eye. Now I've not reached, according to Georgia, I've not reached the level of Christianity that some require. There's Christianity requirement in Georgia. If you don't hit that level, and that's according to some people like Candace and well, the list goes on, right? And yeah, I don't tolerate other religions. That's not my role as a Christian. I am to pray for those who are lost. I'm to share the gospel with the lost. Tolerating sin, idols, witchcraft, etc., will be the downfall of America. Bring morality back to America. Okay. Got it, Candace. Message received. Got it? I got it. I'm with you. Now, you're running for the 1st Congressional District in Georgia, and you're probably just looking for that Christian vote. I got it. Okay. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But I have a quick question for you. Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary that you claim you just love Donald Trump. I mean, I have tweet and text and everything out there where you share your undying love for Donald Trump. Now, Scott Bessent, Candace, let me break it to you, he is gay. And while you're attacking me, you can attack me because one of my best friends is gay, Candace. I am a Christian. So Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary. Candace, just want to know how you feel. And then also, Candace, while you're at it, all right, J.D. Vance's wife is Hindu. Just checking. Want to know how you feel here, Candace. All right? Hindu. Just while we're checking with you, you do know Tulsi Gabbard is Hindu. And you do know Kash Patel is Hindu. You do know that, right? Just checking with you. And checking with all of you people that have become so holy and devout, at the altar, drinking on Saturday night, praising the Lord on Sunday down there in Cobb County. That's what your GOP chair race reminds me of, because I know most of you. But now, all right. I'm going to actually redo that at 10 o'clock in case Candace wasn't listening. Now, she will attack me. I know that. I mean, it's not like she won't send out a racist tweet or two, would you, Candace? Anyhow, moving right along. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's at 10 o'clock. Now, take that down. Lord, 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 Lordy, Lordy. Now, number 5, 6, 7, I feel like a dance. 5, now Trump, these animals, I call them animals. Animals. Now, they will be upset because I have called them animals. Now, Trump has sent these animals, we'll go with 5, 6, 7, and we'll go right through there. Diane, thank you very much. And Diane has to shift gears and go into a whole nother file because it's a different kind of picture. So relax. And whenever you can get into that file, my fine feathered friend, it wasn't very nice, but that's just what I say. That's not number 5. That's number 5. Please do not come on here and get upset with me right now. Number 5, there you go. White House defends deportations in face of judge's orders. Now, they're upset that these animals are in El Salvador. Number 6, let's go with 6. And then go ahead. There you go. There, number 7. And number 10, White House defends itself. There you go. So we're going to talk about that in just a minute. Give me 21, 22, and then go to 23. Let's start with 21. Now, SpaceX. I thought this was so interesting because the two NASA astronauts stuck one step closer to home. All right. They're one step closer to home. And that would be, what's their names here? I have it here somewhere. Butch and Sonny, right? So Butch and Sonny have been stuck up there for a long time. I did not do the video just because I'll just let you know you don't want to see it. So Butch and Sonny, give me the next one there, right in line. We'll go to the next one. I'm going to go. That's there you go. Butch and Sonny. Now Butch is on the far left, and Sonny is the lady that has, gravity. Her hair is all the way out there, and then the next one. I think we'll stop there. There you go. That is actually Butch and Sonny. Now, SpaceX, Elon Musk, right? Now, Elon Musk said that now these people have been trapped. They went up there for, a long weekend. And I don't know how long they've been up there, months, right? The Biden administration would not let Elon Musk go get these people. They would not. Because then when Elon Musk would return with these people from SpaceX up there or the space station, that would give credit to Donald Trump and Elon Musk. So the Biden administration wouldn't let that happen. Now, SpaceX, what is the Falcon, right? What is his the Falcon space rocket? They go up there and they're bringing these people home. MSNBC, they do a complete story this morning. Complete story about Sonny and Butch coming home. They leave out Elon Musk and they leave out Donald Trump completely out of it, that they're going to come home. Now, they always forget. And now, the reason I'm bringing this up for a couple reasons. They're freaking out that Trump says, basically, our media is criminal. Where have you heard that before, right? From me? I have for years. It's nothing new. Our media is criminal. And they're crying and saying, well, Trump doesn't want a free press. No, Trump is trying to clean up the criminals in the media that are complicit in the crime with the deep state, trying to take down our country. So these two are stuck, and I have it here somewhere. Where's it at? We had it here. I had the one. Oh, there it is. Number V28. Diane, throw up V28.
Give me a second. I got, hold on.
Look, folks, I sent over, like you say, V28, 100 and some pictures. There's a lot she has to load and prepare this morning because we have a lot to cover. So I appreciate her. And I know she has to get these ready. So we'll as soon as she comes up with that, I just wanted to show you, they do a whole segment this morning. They never mention Elon Musk. They never mention Donald Trump.
We're coming back before long, so, don't make all those plans without me. We'll be back before too long.
I can tell you at the outset, all of us have the utmost respect for Mr. Musk, and obviously respect and admiration for our President of the United States, Donald Trump. We appreciate them. We appreciate all that they do for us, for human spaceflight, for our nation. And we're thankful that they are in the positions they're in.
So the networks just kind of forgot who sent the rocket. Now, here's the thing, all right? And I'll just put it like this because I know there's debate out there on all sides where the Muskie's concerned. I know that. I get it, all right? I get the messages. Some are pro-Musk. Some are anti-Musk. Some are wondering what Musk is doing. All the above. I get it, all right? But here's the bottom line. Just last week, we have a media that is trying to collapse our economy, all right? Trying everything they can do to collapse our economy. We have a stock market that's rigged, that's participating in collapsing the economy. They have worked last week. They worked feverishly last week to try to destroy Elon Musk. I mean, if they can make him go broke. They thought last week if they collapsed, Molotov cocktails being thrown at Tesla, dealerships, vandalism, Act Blue discovered, vandalism of Tesla cars, vandalism of people that own Tesla cars, doing everything they can to collapse Tesla, collapse Elon Musk, lose his fortune. Oh, but by the way, could you just not take it personal, Elon, and go get these people? And then what we'll do is we'll do a complete segment and never mention Elon Musk, the Falcon rocket, or Donald Trump. But do us a favor, considering we did everything we could to cause you and Donald Trump to get into a fight, to cause you to leave. In fact, they separated Donald Trump and Elon Musk to the point Saturday, Trump took custody of his kid, video 19. Now, Trump continues to take little X and put him on the stairway to Marine Force One. Elon's back here with Lugnick and the rest of the team way back here. Little X dances every single step. Now, why this morning, yesterday, I did not see, I watched all the propaganda shows yesterday, and this is not a big story. It's just when they're losing their mind, okay? When they manipulate every piece of information that comes to you, every piece, all right? And they are in unison. They're in cahoots. They're working together. So all of the networks yesterday, we did not see, even for the good feeling, the warm your heart mood in America, where little X ran down through the lawn, White House lawn, to Marine Force One with Grandpa Trump. And Trump picked him up and put him on there, right? We didn't see it. Then this morning, none of the networks, no comment. You know why? You know why? These evil people actually sit back there and say, do you realize if we put that up there, it humanizes Trump? We can't humanize Trump. We can't show, we don't care if it's little X, we don't care who it is. We cannot show the world there's a decent side to this man. We can't do it. Yet, they wonder why. All right, so folks, the Houthi rebels, we will talk about that. the Houthi rebels. We're going to go there. We're going to look at the area, the bombing in the area. I love the brilliance, the guts, the courage. Number 59, if you could dig there, Diane. And I'm going to try not to jump around, but if you could dig there, the courage and guts of Stephen Miller every single day is amazing to me. How the White House ignored judges' orders to turn back deportation flights. What order? Oh, we're in international air. No, we're going to keep moving. We're going to keep moving, okay? So we're going to do that. Now, when I come back, I want to stay focused on a segment. You know how I get. I want to stay focused. I want to go through the study, put the pieces together, the maps for the discussion. So let me get my funny out of the way. All right. Democrats, here is the polling. I know you're going to say, well, you always talk about Republicans, but you never say nothing about a Democrat. Yeah, I do. They're just called Republicans in Georgia. I'm sorry. I cracked myself up. We never talk about Democrats. I do every single day. We just call them Republicans in this state. Give me number 4. Holy mackerel, Batman. Give me number 4, Diane. But, you know, they're losing their mind. The Democrats are losing their mind. I'm not in favor. I'm not excited about the CR, all right? But Democrats voted for it. Other Democrats are mad about it. And they're just imploding. And this is a poll view of the Democrat Party among U.S. adults. Now, most of these people are favorable, 29%. All right. 54 unfavorable. 29% favorable. Now, I just want to warn you out here before you get excited as Republicans. Look at Democrats are in such disarray. Happy days are... No, I don't want you getting all excited about this because the same media that's showing this will also be showing you the excitement that has been brought back to the Republican Party, finding out maybe Josh Shapiro in Pennsylvania is going to run. Look at, they've unified. The polling is, Democrats are on their way back. So this is all stunt staged manipulation on a daily basis just to have something to put up. But Democrats are in disarray. This guy... I don't want to tell you I like this guy because his policies are not okay. They're not. But Fetterman, they asked Fetterman his thoughts, John Fetterman, the senator from Pennsylvania, his thoughts on Democrats and the way they are going after Trump. Video 5, Meet the Press, John Fetterman.
What leverage do we have? Democrats keep showing up at every night fight with a casserole.
I'm sorry. Democrats are showing up at a knife fight with a casserole. I love that. I have to tell you, that was my favorite for the weekend. I just kept backing up and watching that. Democrats keep showing up at a knife fight with a casserole. I'm sorry. That was good, whether you like the guy or not. Now, let me get this out of the way because this is a little, you wonder why, and I'm going to tell you, all right. No, I'm not going to do it right now. I'm not going to do it right now. Yeah, I'm going to do it now. This part here. 97. Now, you've heard the reports that Candace Owen has said, and I want to tell you, I don't know what you work on in the course of the day, but put it on the background. Just put it on the background. That's what I do. You don't have to watch it. You can listen to it. But Clayton Morris, 2 hours, and I'm in the office, I'm working, and I put it on the background over here, and I'm reading, okay? Clayton Morris Tucker Carlson, the 2 hours of them together, sex trafficking, child sex trafficking, the kids that are dead. I mean, this is just a shocking, fact-filled 2 hours. All of Tucker's are fact-filled, but this one's just shocking. Now, the reason I bring this up, Bridget Macron, this is a man, all right? The French press, exposed this as a man, right? Then Candace Owen exposed it. Give me, let's see. I had it here somewhere. Where is it at? Maybe I don't have it. Oh, give me video 1, Diane.
Brigitte Macron, Emmanuel Macron, President of France's wife, was accused first by French journalists and then by my friend Candace Owens, who's one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Yeah, she's
very
incredible.
smart.
She's incredible.
And everyone's always, Candace Owens, a hater. Candace Owens is the opposite of a hater, but she's a very kind person. But she comes out and she's like, I will wager my professional credibility on the claim that Macron's wife is actually a man. And I was like, Candace Owens, I love you, but I think this is too crazy.
Yeah.
And then it turns out she's right.
Yeah.
What is so? Can you just explain? My mind is blown.
She's right. She's right. You ever hear Trump tell Macron, say hello to your lovely wife for me? That's intentional. Yeah, look at Trump say to Macron, you can hear the video, say hello to your lovely wife. That's intentional. Take that down. Now, folks, when we come back, we're going to get into so many things about the economy. We will get into that. Scott Bessent. But they always talk about the courts. The courts. How about the auto pen? Are those pardons legal or are they void? Take a break.
When Truck Month is here, the Silverados disappear at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Pick your Silverado 1500 Crew Cab and save up to $12,500. And if you think the discount is big, wait till you see the selection. Come save up to $12,500 off Silverado 1500 Crew Cabs at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic Embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, America. How are you? Good morning. That's the way I feel. I actually cannot. I'm probably, am I all alone out here? Woo, all alone. I can't wait for Monday morning. Wow, I can like hear it. Ooh, step back. Can't wait for Monday morning. I can't. Because like I leave here Friday. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, I'm your host, BKP. Put that back up. Put that back up. I was going to talk about it. Hi, Diane. Boy, I'm on thin ice already this morning. Thin ice, baby. All right, so I'm your host, BKP, and you're watching BKP Politics. If you're new, on voiceofruralamerica.com, not the size of the network, but the truth of the network. Now, you know, we have a great team. We have a small team. We have a professional team. We have an intelligent team. We have an amazing team. We have all the above. But what we don't have we're not like one of those floors, you know, in a government building with, 20, 30 extra people that we can have. So Diane has a lot of assignments. All of our team has a lot of assignments. We do not want to go another minute without telling you how much we appreciate you when you help us. You're our technical department. You tell us when there's something wrong with one of the apps or if something's not playing or an audio. Now, in the last 2 weeks, we had some problems, not to go into details, and we're not going to badmouth Apple, all right? But we would like for you to check. We did some testing yesterday, and hopefully our app, Voice of Rural America on Apple, is working properly now. So never hesitate to let us know, and we'll try to get things corrected, all right? Bada bing, bada boom. All right, thank you. Now, we are Voice of Rural America. Give me number 15. Now, we're going to go into a couple things right now. At 10 o'clock is the Georgia hour. But we're going to go into the DOJ. And it's something that people may not take serious, but Donald Trump went to the DOJ in an unusual. Now, that's what the media will report, an unusual trip to try to keep, you want to try to keep the DOJ separate from the executive branch, right? That's what they will report, the criminal media. And then they will tell you that, the separation of the DOJ and the executive branch, and how Donald Trump is the first president. There's only been 2 other times that we're aware of. Now, Barack Hussein Obama, leave this up for a minute because this is part of what we're talking about. Barack Hussein Obama went to the DOJ to meet with Eric Holder. And when Eric Holder was retiring. And they want to lead you to believe that Barack went by for cake. Bullshit. Sorry, Mom. Sorry. Bull crap. He did not go by for cake. All right. He went by. So Loretta Lynch, I hope that's her name, the DOJ, right? The Attorney General that took Eric Holder's place, so they could game plan and Barack could make sure the transition, because Eric Holder did not leave because he wanted to retire. Eric Holder left with Barack Hussein Obama to go out there and start the Democrat redistricting campaign committee or whatever, all right? And he started that out there, redistricting, the Democrat redistricting committee, to go after gerrymandering and try to flip the states, state house, state senate. We know that. So they'll lead you to believe that Barack went by, right, to have some cake. Not true. Then George W. went by for a ribbon cutting, just a, ribbon cutting. He stopped in. Little cake, ribbon cutting ceremony, just not true. And Trump went over there to make one of his speeches and politicize the DOJ. Now, we are Voice of Rural America. Donald J. Trump did not close us. Trump order aims at dismantle Voice of America and other programs. Now, give me, with that one right there, number 63. Now, this is what Carrie Lake was commissioned with. We'll go into this first. We're going to go right to the DOJ. This is going to go right into it. And I am not going to be able to read that, so I'm going to go over here. I don't want to put my glasses on at the current time. Thank you, Diane. Where's that at? I know I have it here. So there it is, number 63. So the Trump administration on Saturday ordered nearly all 1,300 employees of Voice of America to be placed on leave. Thank you. All right. It also terminated funding for its sister broadcasts, such as Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, Radio Free Asia, and Middle East broadcasting networks. Carrie Lake. Now, this is the assignment Carrie Lake has been given. And Defund it, close it, get out of here. Why it matters, this is according to them. The decision sparks outrage from the press freedom groups, who say gutting those programs presents the latest effort of the Trump administration to abandon the historic role the U.S. has played in championing democracy and press freedom abroad. Well, I think we all know that's not true. Voice of America, not rural America, let's be clear, that would be us. Voice of America is the largest of 5 international broadcasts represented by the U.S. Agency of Global Media, formerly the Broadcasting Board of Governors. The broadcasters operate on congressionally approved funds. VOA was created more than 80 years ago to combat Nazi propaganda during World War II. All right. Its mission to promote democracy and American interest abroad through fact-driven journalism. Fact-driven, they always put that in there. So there you go. Now, before I get to that, now Trump goes to the DOJ, number 28 and number 38. 28 and 38. And he goes over there and he gives a speech last week. I think it was Friday. Trump gives speech at Department of Justice. And Trump gives speech. There's Pam Bondi. I almost said it and I did not. I didn't say it. So, where are we at here? Deport, Houthis, deport. We'll get to that. Let's go to video 16 first on the Voice of America.
Media, because on Friday, President Trump ordered the dismantling of 7 government agencies, among them the parent of Voice of America, an organization aimed at emphasizing democratic values in countries where a free press is threatened. The organization employs thousands of journalists and is beamed across Afghanistan, Iran, Pakistan, and other countries. In his push to slash the size of government, Trump also pulled the plug on an agency focused on solving homelessness and another that provided grants to libraries and museums. And look.
So let me take one at a time here before we go to the next subject in this segment. How dare they use values? How dare they tell you and I and use the word values in any of their reporting? And also, an agency focusing on the study of homelessness. I'll tell you what, you want to solve homelessness? Okay, here you go. How much is in the bucket for that study? Because I want the money. Okay? Because homelessness in America, stop the drugs, stop the infiltration of drugs, stop sending our men and women across the world and showing them and putting them into situations that cause them mental disturbances when they get home. Sad to say, but true. And I love those people. Stop doing that. Let's see what else. Stop deporting our jobs where the middle class can keep a job and mom and dad can stay in the home and raise their kids, and we don't have pill, meth, crack, fentanyl communities all across the country. Let's do that. What else could we do? Well, how about homelessness? Oh, by the way, stop spending millions and millions of dollars on hotels, 5-star hotels in cities across the country, putting illegals in. Homelessness. Okay, stop allowing millions to cross the border and invade this country that have nowhere to live but on the streets, or put our people out on the streets. I mean, there you go. So I've helped you there this morning. Now, the other one, right? Grants. I love this. The grants for libraries. Do you remember when it was advantageous for wealthy people to put out grants? You remember that? Remember the old days when the wealthiest Americans would make grants available and you would apply for those grants? And then all of a sudden the government, your state government, your federal government, they all said, wow, I'll tell you what, Americans love that whole grant thing. And some of them, sorry to say, they're not smart enough to realize that if the federal government sends them a grant, and we'll call it a block grant, but just a grant, it came from outer space. It came from the tree where money grows. You know, when I was a kid, they used to look at you and say, money doesn't grow on trees. They sure as hell don't tell you that anymore. No, stop. Quit telling kids money doesn't grow on trees, because actually it does. I'm sorry. Boom, boom, boom. Reverse. Here we go. We're back. All right. So grants, remember that? So here's what we'll do. The states, we'll tell the counties and the cities, you can get a grant. And then when you tell the people you can get a grant from the state, they will go, oh, that's amazing. That's just amazing. A grant. Why, that means so much to our community. That's your damn money. So they, remember that? So grants for libraries, I'll tell you what, let's go back. No more government grants. Zero. Got it? Oh boy, I just upset some people. Zero. No level, nowhere. You don't get another grant. Let's stop that for now and reevaluate that program. How about that? Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to say to the wealthiest people in the world, or the United States, we're going to give you X on tax breaks or something for you to provide grants for our libraries, provide grants to beautify cities, you know, streetscape. We'll give you certain deductions. You provide the grants. Whatever. Okay, so that really. Now, what's the next one? Media. They are freaking out. Give me video 17, Diane. Media.
President Trump delivered an angry, meandering speech at the Department of Justice on Friday, full of personal grievances, pointed attacks, and the accusation that American media is illegal because reporters write things he doesn't like. According to the New York Times, the campaign-style address suggested that Mr. Trump would not soon let go of his anger at federal prosecutors and that he intended to make good on his long-standing vows to seek retaliation against them. The AP adds, quote, the appearance marked Trump's clearest exertion yet of personal control over the country's federal law enforcement apparatus. Here's just some of what he said about the role of the free press.
These networks and these newspapers are really no different than a highly paid political operative. And it has to stop. It has to be illegal. It's influencing judges, and it's really changing law, and it just cannot be legal. I don't believe it's legal. And they do it in total coordination with each other.
All right, so hold on. Now, if you have been watching this program for quite some time, you know that's what I study. And I am so glad that Trump, this is the number one thing that I study on my program or throughout my career. If that's what you call it. I didn't know it, you know, I guess today I'm identifying I have a career. Anyhow, I have studied the media for years. All right. And if you're new to the show, I have, and there's a reason why, exactly what President Trump says. What he did is exactly what I study every day. People have asked me, why do you bring this in the morning? Why do you watch MSNBC? Why do you watch CNN? Why do you watch CBS? I get that all the time. I'll tell you what, if you think I'm wasting my time, the President of the United States, he doesn't think so. In fact, I don't know if they've ever been able to check out my work. But if so, he would agree with the research I do. Now, total coordination. He just said they do it in total coordination, right? How many mornings have I shown you right here on the screen where the deep state, Mockingbird media, the bureaucrats, someone goes to that fax machine and sends, they got you in a group message, sends the daily narrative to manipulate Americans to all the networks. I've shown you here where the opening is exactly the same. They'll tweak it from time to time. But total coordination, just like he said, all right? And they're politically like a political opponent. They're politically aligned, and they work with these networks, work with the Democrats. Now, if you give, and I've said this on the program, if you give to a candidate, it's reported the dollar value, all right? But if you have something of value, it's called in-kind contribution. So let's say I own 5 billboards, right? Let's say I own 5 billboards. And I call a candidate and say, you can have all 5. I just like you. I want to support you. You can have all 5 billboards. I can do that. But what I can't do is I can't exclude the value of the billboard and not report it. So if I get $100 a month for a billboard, I'm going to give it to you for $300. I have 5, right? So 5 times 3 is $1,500. I have to report in kind that I gave your campaign $1,500. He's telling you right there, it's not legal. It can't be legal. It's totally a campaign contribution violation. These networks, all right, and these networks, now they claim Trump wants to take personal control of the DOJ. That's not true. These networks are criminal. They're flat out criminal. Now, because they won't report anything, I found this the other day. I can't say I'm the author of this, right? Can't say I'm the author of this, but remember the other day, Diane, when I was brought this out, give me video 24. And hold that. We might play it again, but give me video 24. Okay, that is the auto pen. All right, that's the auto pen. Now, for you out there, you know who you are. I love all of you. Send me things, and they're amazing. Give me 58. I love when you send me stuff. I got this the other day from one of our viewers. I get stuff all the time, and I appreciate it because I do use it on the program, or it gives me insight. There's Trump 2017 to 2021, 2021 to 2025. There is the auto pen. You see an auto pen putting the signature up. That is the president and then Donald Trump. So give me, I have it here. You're not going to see it in the networks. Number 54. Trump voids Biden's pardons. Trump declares Biden's pardons void, vacant, and of no further force or effect after ex-president used auto pen signatures and reveals who he thinks was really behind them. So give me Trump. Give me Trump video 25.
But you don't use auto pen. It's Number one, it's disrespectful to the office. Number two, maybe it's not even valid because, who's getting him to sign? He had no idea what the hell he was doing. If he did, all of these bad things wouldn't be happening right now.
So the auto pen, right? He's at the DOJ. There's a couple things to think about. The auto pen, what did he sign? Now, he makes this comment at the DOJ. This is why they're freaking out. They are losing it on the networks. Are you telling me these pardons are not valid? Are you telling me a court may say these are not valid? You telling me his presidency is not valid, which we already know that and agree, right? But what are you telling me? Are you telling me while standing at the DOJ, you make comments like this, which means there could be an investigation into these people, the pardons? Wonder how Liz Cheney is sleeping these days. And I wonder if Adam Kinzinger is crying himself to sleep. And I wonder if Shifty Shift. All right, give me video 26.
This was something that if we had a competent president, it would not have happened. The man was grossly incompetent. All you have to do is take a look at he signs by AutoPen. Who was signing all this stuff by AutoPen? Who would think you sign important documents by AutoPen? These are major documents you're signing. You're proud to sign them. You have your signature on something in 300 years. They say, oh, look, can you imagine? Everything was signed by AutoPen, almost everything. Nobody's ever heard of such a thing, so should have never happened.
All right, so let me say this, okay? AutoPen. Trump, knowing our president, he does not just make, he is saying this multiple times. Who is this? Who could it be? I mean, these are big documents. Now, one more time with the auto pen, number 24. Let's see it again. America needs to see this over and over. Can you hold that? Hold that. Hold that. Or hold that. The Biden family, okay, the J6 committee pardons, all of them. Oh, Adam Schiff, that would be you. Dr. Fauci, remember this, Fauci. Now, why would you pardon Fauci? Why would you pardon your family? Why do you need to pardon the January 6th committee? Why do you need preemptive pardons and General Milley, right? Run that again. Now watch, all of these are preemptive. Now wait a minute, stop. These are preemptive. These are to stop us looking at all the crimes. These are for us to just look away. Nothing to see here. This is not, Rod Blagojevich getting him out of jail, the former governor of Illinois. That's not the pardon we're talking about, right? These pardons are all preemptive in case you decide to look at our crime. Again? Identical. Now, let me say this to you, okay? AutoPen, what's the big deal? I'll tell you what the big deal is. If you, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, if you go to a closing for a piece of property and you're going to take out a financial obligation, all right? And please, will you tell me if this has changed? All right. There are certain documents in that closing where you make financial commitments, you make different commitments that you sign. Now, if something's changed in the last year, please tell me. But you still have closing attorneys, right? Where you go and, I don't think it's as many documents, but you still do. I mean, I remember back when you just kept passing them, sign, pass them, sign, and it took forever. But you still do sign documents. You cannot just say, hey, I have an auto pen. You can't do that. You cannot make that commitment. All right? You can't do it. Now, in a corporation, we'll go with this. In a corporation, you have payroll. Now, a lot of places don't even print out the good old-fashioned check anymore. All right? But you have payroll. And what you do is you go into one individual. I'm going to say a payroll clerk, your treasurer, your CFO, chief finance, and you go in and that individual signs a document saying that they're taking full responsibility for your signature when it goes on something. Because actually that person, keep this in mind, that person can, and I've seen this happen in corporations and business, that person can be held responsible and be brought up on charges just like the name on there. Absolutely. So you got to be very careful. Not just anybody will take the responsibility of a stamp or auto pen, knowing they can also be legally charged. They won't do it. So that is maybe for payroll, right? But personal obligations, personal guarantees. Now, if you go to a company and they say, I'm going to do something for you, but I'm not going to be okay with your corporation standing behind it. I want a personal guarantee. That is you, Jack. That is you signing, right, with a witness, period. So Trump is not bringing this up. This is not a small deal. It's not a little small deal. This is big. Hopefully, he has brought it up enough and what he's done at the DOJ. And I would love, I love a free press. I love a free press. If you watch, Tucker Carlson and Clayton Morris this weekend in that podcast, just put it on, they discuss how long before they stop us from what we're doing this morning. How long before they stop us? I believe in a free press. I don't think they believe in a free press. Take us a break.
When Truck Month is here, the Silverados disappear at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Pick your Silverado 1500 Crew Cab and save up to $12,500. And if you think the discount is big, wait till you see the selection. Come save up to $12,500 off Silverado 1500 Crew Cabs at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706 889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP, and you're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. Voiceofruralamerica.com. It's great to have you this Monday morning. I hope everyone is safe. It was a tough weekend. Hi, Diane. How are you? Not the size of the network, but the truth of the network. Send that to the big guy, Donald Trump. Now, I want to, there's a couple things. We've got the Houthi rebels, right? We've got the, we've got in the next hour, we've got to get to Vladimir Putin. In fact, give me number 9. Donald Trump is going to talk to Putin tomorrow. So this morning, we're not going to do a lot of Russia-Ukraine. We will in just a minute, but keep this in mind. Do not look, according to the media, according to, Brussels, according to the EU, according to NATO, according to the French, according to the UK, according to Bridget, Macron's husband, wife, according to our Senate, our Democrats in the Senate, and maybe even Lindsey Graham, according to NBC, all the networks, this will not be a success for Donald Trump. Just putting that out in front right now. It will not be a success because Trump did not start this war. And Trump is trying to find an end to the war. And these people that sit there that are just that damn dumb, all right? Well, he said he would have it over in 24 hours. 24 hours, it's up and good. So you have to understand, every single thing in this will be a failure because Trump is friendly with Putin, or Trump likes madmen around the world, and that's who he's friends with, and Trump has turned on our allies, all the above. So get ready for it. Nothing here can be a success. But I will tell you this, all right? And we're going to run through this is what's happening out there in the world. We will then go to the Houthi rebels. Where are we at? So let's go to Moscow, number 74. All right. Trump and Putin to speak Tuesday about Ukraine. All right. That's the Moscow Times. 73, Trump will speak with Putin on Tuesday. Right? The Telegraph. Now, this is where Russia Today, propaganda, no matter what you want to say, because you can't say CIA, corrupt, USA, you can't say any of that. This is all propaganda according to, right? This is Russian sympathizer. Number 72. They're not going to allow UK, French, NATO troops in Ukraine. They're not going to. It's not going to happen. I have said over and over. Now, security guarantees, there's a reason. There's a reason Zelensky was set up. Zelensky doesn't know what to do from one day to the next. He gets his walking and marching orders from Susan Rice, our senators, our warmongers, the EU, NATO. Zelensky doesn't know what to do. He just knows if he will do what they tell him, he will continue to be able to drive nice cars, vacation, put a lot of money away for his retirement, whatever. This is no joke. So Putin, I have told you how long, Putin is not looking for a peace deal with Ukraine. He won. And he's sitting there wondering, why do you want? I won. Shouldn't you talk to me about the minerals? Because I could close this off. Now, this is NATO peacekeepers in Ukraine mean war. You can read this article. Okay? The deployment of peacekeepers from NATO members states to Ukraine would trigger an all-out war between the military bloc in Moscow from Russian President Dmitry Medvedev has warned. They're not going to say, oh, by the way, give me I got to pass that one. Give me number 70. Now the talk is tomorrow. UK mulls open-ended troop deployment in Ukraine. Up to 30,000 Western troops could reportedly be stationed in a country as part of long-term peacekeeping. The UK plans to station thousands of troops in Ukraine for years. This is not going to be accepted. Bottom line. So we will see what happens tomorrow. We will see what happens. Not going to be a deal with Putin for thousands of troops to be right on his border. I mean, probably even with a demilitarized zone, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough because of what Boris Yeltsin, what UK, what Biden, the auto pen, what they've all done. This is going to be tough. So take that down. Now, if you have a son, daughter, family member that's been brutalized, killed, and how do you pronounce that? Transdiagua, right? Is that how you say it? Transdiagua, right? The media is upset. They ran to court. These people ran to court because these animals, number 5, 6, 7, just go in order there. They did not get due process. They did not get due process. Now, Trump is going to figure out, he used a 200-year-old law saying, hey, you know what? I don't have to give them due process. They are terrorists. They are enemy. We can get them out of this country. They do not get processed. All right. Give me video 13.
Time of war, because Biden allowed millions of people, many of them criminals, many of them at the highest level. They emptied jails out. Other nations emptied their jails into the United States. That's an invasion. And these are criminals, many, many criminals, murderers, drug dealers at the highest level, drug lords, people from mental institutions. That's an invasion. They invaded our country.
Late Saturday, a judge put a temporary hold on the deportation flights and ordered any planes already in the air to turn around. But that did not happen. The White House press secretary argued they did not violate the order because it was issued after the migrants had already left the United States. President Trump thanked El Salvador's president for offering to imprison the deported migrants. Well, President Donald
They are upset. They are angry. We did not give these animals, these murderers, these gang members. Let me tell you this. A judge stopped the deportations to El Salvador, right? Let me tell you this. Please, Tom Holman, please continue to remove these people from our cities. I've often said how many times for months and years, please clean up these inner cities, please. Video 15.
Administration is denying that it violated a judge's order to stop the deportation of hundreds of migrants over the weekend. President Trump on Friday signed an executive order invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, a rarely used law which allows the government to deport certain nationals in times of war without trial. The administration used the act to deport nearly 300 people that it alleges are members of a Venezuelan gang, flying them to El Salvador on Saturday. Now, before the flights, advocacy groups filed a lawsuit against the administration on behalf of 5 men who were targeted in that deportation. Late Saturday, a federal judge blocked the president's use of the Alien Enemies Act, ordering any planes with people being deported under the president's executive order to be returned to the United States, even if that meant turning the planes around. But the big issue here is the timing of the flights and the court's order. Administration officials have not said when the deportation flights landed in El Salvador, but the White House press secretary claimed yesterday that the migrants had already been removed from the U.S. territory at the time of the judge's order. As the New York Times points out, the judge issued his order shortly before 7 p.m. in Washington, but video posted on social media by the president of El Salvador shows the deportees disembarking the plane at night, and El Salvador is 2 hours behind Washington. The New York Times, then keeping it on foreign news, is also reporting that
I wonder if that will be an impeachable offense. I wonder what that would do. I wonder if that would be an impeachable offense. They are freaking out. Almost 300. Now, give me number 17. Did he violate a judge's order? Oh my God. Did Donald Trump violate, was Trump laying out his own vision of justice? That's at the DOJ. I got that. Give me number 16 or 18. I'm sorry. 18. Did Trump administration violate judge's orders? Now, here is a statement from the White House, number 13. So, a single judge in a single city cannot direct the movements of an aircraft carrier full of foreign alien terrorists who were physically expelled from U.S. soil. And this is, I love this guy. I have to tell you, this is he is a favorite, a fan favorite right here at the program, number 59. This guy does not give a SHI asterisk. He does not. Stephen Miller doesn't care what you think. He doesn't care how the White House ignored judge's order to turn back. It's international air. We can't get in touch with the pilot. I mean, it's out of our hands. We can't do anything. So give me number 55, and then we'll go to 56. And 55 is, these are the monsters sent into our country by crooked Joe Biden and radical left Democrats. How dare they? Thanks to El Salvador and in particular President Bukele, is that his name, for your understanding of the horrible situation was allowed to happen to the United States because of incompetent Democrat leadership. We will not forget El Salvador. Thank you. Right? And then there you go, Diane. Thank you. Now we're going to play. This is 3 minutes long. We're not going with the full 3 minutes, but we're going to play a couple minutes of video 18 so you can see for yourself the monsters we got out of the country last night. Go ahead, video 18, Diane.
Liceo Sotomaya.
They have burned people alive, burned them to death, dismembered them, tortured them, raped children, raped women, killed young children, killed women, torturized, and actually just what they did in this country, monsters that Joe Biden, these are the monsters. I don't know how you feel. Thank you, Donald Trump. Thank you, Tom Holman. Please do not stop. But don't forget, they didn't get their due process. And they don't have blankets. And they don't have a pillow. That's right. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. I have two more. I want to talk about the economy. And I briefly want to let you know the Houthi rebels. I want to show you a couple maps, and then we will start the Georgia Hour. Take a break.
When Truck Month is here, the Silverados disappear at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Pick your Silverado 1500 Crew Cab and save up to $12,500. And if you think the discount is big, wait till you see the selection. Come save up to $12,500 off Silverado 1500 Crew Cabs at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP, and you're watching BKP Politics on voiceofruralamerica.com. Now, let me just say, for those investors out there, if you've been investing for a long time, or you invest in whoever's handling your finances or handling your investments, you never discuss the possibility or when the market will make a correction. Now, not a market crash. Now, 2008, 2009, the day that, we had to prop up all the banks. Not then, right? Not at that time. I'm talking about just general investing, market corrections. Now, if you're out there and you're investing, all right, and whoever's handling your finances and you just not aware that the gravy train was going to run out, okay, I say it this way, and that, folks, that the printed money, it doesn't grow on trees, and the printed money would have to come to a stop, and that would force us to make adjustments. Now, the printed money had to stop. They will continue to tell you that Trump came in and just threw cold water on this booming economy. And he could have, you'll hear this, Trump could have kept this great Biden economy going. And there's only one way to do that, is to continue with a public economy, forgo ever restoring this country to greatness, restoring the middle class, just totally wiping it out, saying it's over, and no shot at privatizing. He could have just said, look, Mike Johnson, John Thune, write me up one of those mega $8-9 trillion bills. Happy days will continue in the basement printing money. Now, that's just the bottom line. All of these networks know that. Excuse me. Sorry. All of your financial advisors know that. Each and every one. So if you lost money, unlike Elon, 29 billion or more, and you lost money, I'm sorry you lost money. But they want a guarantee. They continue to say, where is the guarantee? Now, the way the media, because they keep pushing, wanting that guarantee. Can you guarantee there won't be a recession? All right. Can you? All right. Give me 32. Fiscal fears, right? 33. Once you hit that, fiscal fears. 33. Fiscal fears. 39. Now, this is interesting because we're talking about the tariffs, right? We're talking about the tariffs on April 2nd. And it's okay if they charge us 200%. It's okay if they charge us 50%. But God forbid we charge anything. And export $72 billion in goods. Now, what's interesting is the people that continue to talk about this do not understand trade. They do not understand trade at all. They don't know what they're talking about. Let's continue here. So, Scott Bessent, I told you this. I like the guy. All right. I'm telling you point blank. I like this guy. I think he's brilliant. I think he's the exact guy that we have to turn the economy in the direction we need to go. Hold on. I might have one. Yeah, give me 19. Here it is. Treasury Secretary on recession, no guarantees. What they are pushing, what they pushed Trump the other day, what they pushed the Treasury Secretary the other day, is they want to hear that guarantee. And what guarantee means to them is we will continue to print money. We'll continue to print money. We will let the contracts that are void now go through, which will send the cash out. We will put up some spending bills and print money. We will move at the pace of Biden. Well, no, that's pretty slow. Or the auto pen. That's what they want to hear. Now, Bessent, let me give you this. Give me Meet the Press video 9.
Mr. Secretary, can you guarantee the American people here and now that there will be no recession on President Trump's watch?
Well, Christian, you know that there are no guarantees. Like who would have predicted COVID? Right. So I can predict that we are putting in robust policies that will be durable. And could there be an adjustment? Because I tell you that this massive government spending that we'd had, that if that had kept going, we have to wean our country off of that. And on the other side, we are going to invigorate the private sector. I had a meeting with small bankers last week, and they are ready to start lending. Yeah. And I can tell you that Main Street is going to do well.
So what exactly do you mean when you say adjustment? Could that potentially lead to a recession?
There's no reason that it has to, but I can tell you that if we kept on this track, what I could guarantee is we would have had a financial crisis. Mm-hmm. I've studied it, I've taught it, and if we had kept up at these spending levels, everything was unsustainable. So we are resetting, and we are putting things on a sustainable path.
Let me add.
We're putting things on a sustainable path. He's exactly right. It's unsustainable. If we stayed on this track, yes, but it's my place to get you to say recession. Well, I understand it's unsustainable, but would you say recession? That's what I've been told to get you to say. By who or by whom, right? Unsustainable if we'd have stayed on this track. Government spending down, private up. Now, do you know how you prevent tariffs? You manufacture in America. So this is the opening. Listen to the opening of Meet the Press yesterday and why Trump says they're criminal. They're absolutely criminal. Video 3.
This Sunday, fiscal fears. Concerns are rising about the U.S. economy and a possible recession amid new tariff threats.
We've been ripped off for years, and we're not going to be ripped off anymore.
It is a shakeup.
And he said there's going to be a shakeup right now.
Donald Trump has single-handedly poured a bucket of ice water on the economy.
Billionaires win, families lose. I'll talk exclusively to the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, and Steve Kornacki will reveal the results of our latest NBC News poll.
So those families that were paying almost $4,000 a year due to inflation, you did not lose, according to Elizabeth Warren. You did not lose during the Biden administration. Now, I will tell you something, and it could go up. There are commodities that could go up today or whatever. But I will tell you this. I watched 5 programs on 5 different networks yesterday. This morning, I did not hear eggs. I did not hear eggs. I did not hear inflation. I did not hear gas prices. Now, I'm not excited, but eggs come down a little. Gas came down a little. Inflation ticked down a little. I didn't hear that on any of the networks yesterday. But recession, I heard over and over. Every network, recession. Cold water. He's throwing cold water on the printing machines. Well, we had to throw cold water on them, Chuck Schumer, because they're printing money so fast, they're smoking. Donald Trump single-handedly threw water, a bucket of water. Now, give me video 20, Scott Bessent.
There's several different aspects to the strategy. We saw what happened with Colombia. The president threatened tariffs, and the president of Colombia not only allowed illegal immigrants back into his country, he offered to send his own plane. He threatened tariffs on, or signed an order for tariffs on Mexico and Canada over the weekend. And then on Monday, President of Mexico offered 10,000 troops at the southern border. And Justin Trudeau, virtually the same thing. And this is in response to the fentanyl crisis. Also, tariffs on China. And again, this is due to the fentanyl crisis. This is not a revenue issue right now. I think tariffs are a means to an end. And I think that end is bringing the manufacturing base back to the U.S. That, in theory, tariffs would be a shrinking ice cube. That you would tariff a country, and then as the production comes back to the U.S., the income tax, the corporate revenues, and the pay income tax goes up, and the tariff income would go down. The current account deficit goes down. Our trade deficit goes down. So tariffs are a means to an end to reshore, economic security in the U.S.
This is a brilliant explanation of tariffs. I like how he says shrinking ice cube as the manufacturing comes back, as the tax base comes back, as the revenue comes back into this country. I mean, it has to happen. Now, I'm going to go with, I'm running out of time, but I'm going to go with video 27. Go with video 27.
One of the reasons I came out from behind my desk and asked President Trump if I could join the campaign, then when he asked me to be in the cabinet, was because I was so alarmed by this high level of government spending. We've never seen anything like this. Highest level ever when we weren't in a war or in a recession. So the Biden administration relied on this blowout spending back to the mainstream media. No one criticized it when they were doing it because it was for the great and the good. It was for green programs. It was for this. It was for overseas engagement. Now what we're trying to do is do a course correction where we bring down the government, we deleverage the government and re-lever the private sector. And we're going to do that by cutting spending, lowering interest we'll get a natural lowering of interest rates. And then on the other side, as we re-lever the private sector, we plan to deregulate the banking system, which was one of the things I talked about at the Economic Club of New York last week. So as we allow the banking, as we unshackle the regulated banking system, they can lend to the private sector, and especially Main Street, which has been overlooked. So small regional banks, small banks, community banks, and so as the government comes down, the private sector will go up. Government will shed excess labor, and there's plenty of it, and then the private sector will pick it up.
So let me say this. I just continue to get amazed at, and if you know me, if I want anything, I want to stop the deep state, the bureaucratic state, the unelected bureaucratic government that wants to overrule or lord over the people. I want to see this country return to the lemonade stand. You make lemonade and you put out a sign and someone buys it. I know that sounded a little silly, right? But, when you were a kid and, and you, in the summertime, you wanted a comic book and your parents said, cut grass. Okay, I cut grass, I get money, I, start a lemonade stand. Whatever. Bottom line, right? So anyhow, that being said, this is amazing. I want to give you this for a reason, and we are pushed on time, but Marco Rubio, I am so impressed. I'm impressed with Marco Rubio. He's on Face the Nation yesterday, and they pushed him on tariffs. Listen to Marco Rubio, video 11 on tariffs. Secretary of State Rubio.
Tariffs on champagne. That's not a critical industry for the United States. That seems more emotional.
No, that's called retaliation. That's what happens in these trade exchanges. They're going to increase tariffs they already have high tariffs. They're going to add more to their tariffs? Fine. Then we'll have to find something you tell me. Canada's going after whiskey and orange juice. And retaliation. Yeah, exactly. So that sounds pretty petty to me as well. So what's the difference? The point is, I get it. I understand why these countries don't like it, because the status quo of trade is good for them. It benefits them. They like the status quo. We don't like the status quo. We are going to set a new status quo, and then we can negotiate something, if they want to, that is fair for both sides. But what we have now cannot continue. We have just deindustrialized this country. Okay, deindustrialized the United States of America. There are things we can no longer make, and we have to be able to make in order to be safe as a country and in order to have jobs. That's why we had a Rust Belt. That's why we've suffered all these important jobs that once sustained entire communities, wiped out by trade, that basically sent these factories, these jobs, this industrial capability to other places. That cannot and will not continue. President Trump, this is no mystery. He's been talking about this since the 1980s, actually, even before he was a political figure. This is going to happen, and it's going to happen now.
I want to ask.
Marco Rubio is asking for a new quo. There'll be a new quo. Oh, sure, they're happy with the status quo. Why, they're happy with the status quo in Canada. They're happy with the status quo in Europe. They're happy with the status quo in Germany. Why, they're status quo happy all over the place. But Marco said there's going to be a new quo. We are setting the status quo. Actually, the Secretary of State I enjoyed. Now, I only want to play this because Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, his kind words about fake news when he's pushed on the IRS. Video 10, and we'll shut it down there. Video 10.
About some of these cuts to the federal government. Obviously, President Trump's been very clear. He thinks that no agency should be spared. A lot of focus on the IRS. How much of the workforce do you think will be cut from the IRS?
Well, again, and Kristen, I used to, when I was on the other side of the wall, I didn't like the term fake news. Now that I'm on the inside, I got to say it might not be strong enough, because some of the numbers that I've seen thrown out.
I didn't give you a number. I'm letting you tell me.
No.
You tell me.
But it's some very large print media has thrown out big numbers that just doesn't exist. So
what is the number? That's what I want to ask you.
Well, I will tell you that there were about 15,000 probationary employees that we could have let go. We kept about 7,500, 8,500 because we viewed them as essential to the mission. And, we will know once we get inside. But what I can tell you is that we are doing a big review. We're not doing anything. Right now is playoff season for us. April 15th is game day. And even employees who could take voluntary retirement, the rest of the federal workforce, their date was in February. Our date for them is in May. So I have 3 priorities for the IRS: collections, privacy, and customer service.
I have other words than fake news. When I was over on that side, I used to think when people said fake news, but now that's the kindest way to put it. All right, so 62 and Bassett, they're upset because he's telling the truth, says correction is healthy for the market. And then I want 65. Let's go from 62 to 65. No, not 65 yet. I'm sorry. But, like I said, correction in the market. We'll leave it there. I'm going to want 65 in a minute. But what I want first is 75. Sorry about that, Diane. Now, the Houthi rebels, they have attacked. They work out of Yemen's Houthis announced attacking a U.S. carrier in the Red Sea for the second time in 24 hours. All right. And Trump has authorized attacks on the Houthi rebels. And the rebels have attacked, all right, I had it here somewhere. Where do I have it? Yeah. They've attacked our naval vessels 174 times and civilian shipping, right? Civilian shipping 145 times. It has to stop, all right? Now, I don't want a war with Iran. Want to stay clear. No war with Iran. Number 3. So this is the leader of the Houthi rebels. U.S. vows unrelenting strike against them. They say they're going to retaliate, and we are going to strike Iranian assets in their region. Now, here we go. I have it here. Give me number. Hang tight. I know I have it. Here you go. Give me number 51. And here is the region, all right? You're looking at in the red is the Houthi-controlled area of Yemen. Now, as you can see, the Red Sea right there, and whatever the pronunciation of that strait is, you can see that. And all the red dots are the attacks, okay? The Gulf of Aden, and they have to come from Saudi Arabia. You can see a contested area, and then the red is the Houthi-controlled area there. And all the red dots are the attacks. Now, let me show you the region briefly. Let's start with number 50, okay? Now, you see the port, right? You see the port. You see as it runs. See how it runs? All the way down the Suez. You see that? We cannot let anyone shut that off for shipping reasons. Now give me number 49. We'll look at it this way. 49, as you can see, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Israel, Cairo, Egypt, right? And you see the shipping lane through the Red Sea, and then Yemen right there, that strait, right there at the tip of Yemen. They want to close that from the Gulf of Aden, right? Is that the name of it? 100. They've attacked our naval vessels 174 times, and civilian shipping through there 145 times. We had them marked. Trump had them marked as the Houthis, a terrorist organization, and Biden removed that and allowed that to happen. And as you can see where Yemen is now, let's go back briefly to 51, and you'll see there on the map, you can see Yemen. And then as we go back to 51, you will see right there, Yemen, what we're talking about. All the red dots are the attacks. The red area is where the rebels have control. And Trump is determined that shipping lane will be open and he will stop these rebels and these pirates, Somalia. This will stop. I do not want to go to war with Iran. This is controlled. The Yemen, the Houthi rebels are controlled by Iran. Take a break.
When Truck Month is here, the Silverados disappear at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Pick your Silverado 1500 Crew Cab and save up to $12,500. And if you think the discount is big, wait till you see the selection. Come save up to $12,500 off Silverado 1500 Crew Cabs at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender. We take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
Welcome to the Georgia Hour this Monday morning. I'm your host, BKP, and you're watching the Georgia Hour on voiceofruralamerica.com. So we're going to go through first some announcements here in Georgia. We hope you stay with us if you're out there and you watch from sea to shining sea. Now, I want to give a shout out to Union County Republican Party. Now, several of the conventions, the county conventions, large in part, are next Saturday. Next Saturday, the 22nd, I think, is where county conventions in the Republican Party take place. But this past weekend, several took place early. If you have a scheduling conflict with the location or something like that, you can move if you make the announcement in the appropriate time, the legal announcement in the appropriate time in your county. You can change the date of your county convention. That being said, a quick shout out to Union County Republican Party. You switched everybody out from chair all the way down, and great group of people. I know all of you very well, and a quick shout out. Way to go. I look forward to great things in Union County. Second, the CCRP, the Cherokee County Republican Party, Chairman Dvorak, I think that's his name. I think that's how you pronounce Mr. Dvorak's name, the chairman. You know, Cherokee County, in no way saying anything negative. There's been some bumps in the road. We'll say that in the past several years in Cherokee County. I'm just really excited about Chairman Dvorak in Cherokee County. It went so well. Cherokee is probably, let me see if I get this correct. I've been told this, but I did not check it, but it sounds good. Cherokee County, Georgia is probably the largest red county in the state of Georgia. Yes, it came through. Now, the people in Cherokee County, they came through. Now, they knocked doors. They did. They came through. You check the numbers in Cherokee County. They didn't wait for anybody to say go. They went and they brought in Cherokee County in some amazing numbers for Donald Trump. That being said, they had their convention. I was invited down by a couple different people. I said, okay, I will go down and sit as a guest. They invited me as a guest to sit in the back, and I really enjoyed it. It was a great time. Great convention, very unifying, but very Republican. Charlize Byrd was there. We'll go into this in just a minute. The state rep, very Republican. Cherokee County Saturday. I enjoyed it. Now, I'm going to go through some things that took place. I did not get approval because they had to approve everything. So there are some speeches and some things at Cherokee County Republican Party that they had to sign off on their video for me to use it. And I got the clearance to use some video from there, and I already had today's show set up. So tomorrow I'll play a couple pieces from the Cherokee County Convention that went very well. Now, action alerts. Let's go with the action alert. And let's start with 52 because we're going to go into the legislative session. I'm going to show you a couple things. All right. So this is Truth in Education. This is their action alert that they have put out. HB 268, prioritizing state authority over parental rights and does not provide the school safety it promises. Now, creates a comprehensive student surveillance system, criminalizes student speech. Now, if you go into HB 268 and you look at it, all right, I was listening to Charlize Byrd, the representative in Cherokee County there, State House. This does not have metal detectors added in. This is not, it's under the guise of school safety, but it really should be a student, a student control bill to control the behavior and continue to monitor the behavior of your students. It's a bad bill. You got to call ASAP, say no to HB 268. Now, it's passed over to the Senate, right? But this is the people. You can see the phone numbers on the bottom, right? There you go. Leave it enough time, and we'll put it on our website. So that is a call to order. A call needing help there. Now, many of you, let me give you 86. Now, 86, this is where we're at with SB 144. Monsanto's, the pesticide that starts with a G. Folks, I have listened to the explanation on all sides, all right? And I've had it explained to me. Okay, don't use these pesticides. Do not allow our farmers to use these pesticides. And see what happens to food prices. See what happens to exports of our food that the farmers grow. I've had everything put at me. This is where we're at. It is passed. It passed the Senate. It went to the House. The House passed it overwhelmingly. No changes means it is at Governor Brian Kemp's desk, and that is glyphosate, right? Glyphosate. All right. It's now up to Governor Kemp. This is it. SB 144, parents. Someone said to me, well, farmers vote also. This is exactly what was said to me. Farmers vote too. Oh, okay. Farmers vote too. Okay. I get that. And I said, here's what I said. I said, you know what? When it comes time for the election, who do you think will be louder? Moms or farmers? Moms tend to be very loud, and farmers tend to be very reserved. You better just hope you create some very loud farmers when it comes election time. I've said that. This is the most, with the Truth in Education bill that I put up, there's several. Keep in mind, the Georgia State House passed. 75. Now, that's not the total. 75 bills on crossover day, meaning they had to just go like this. Yes, 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 75 times. You did not realize you needed that much, or you did not realize you are missing that much legislation or that many laws in your life. That's not a joke. Just in one day, not counting the ones they already passed, not counting the ones they passed from the Senate. HB 268 needs to go completely. Now, this and that one, you still have time to go to the Senate. This one here, this is the loudest one out there. They're equal. SB 144. All you can do now is ask Governor Kemp to veto it. That's it. That's all you can do, but you have to get on it now if in any way whatsoever you want rid of it. Now, here's another piece on HB 268. Give me 94. Georgia HB 268 is a backdoor into private and homeschooling resulting in government control. Here's another document. Diane, we got to get these out. We got to get all of this out. I mean, we got to get them out. All right. Thank you, Diane. I want to say that in advance. And it's the only way I know to put it. I'm very sorry to just sound so. Now, this is a farmer in South Georgia, number 99. And is this not State Senator Sam Watson, right? Is that who this is? State Senator Sam Watson, right? Now, you see the Roundup Power Max? You see that, right? Thumbs up. That's the pesticide right there. Now, weed control in Roundup Ready. Roundup Ready, all right, and other listed glyphosate tolerant crops. Now, glyphosate tolerant crops means what? You remember Friday when we played the RFK Jr. video, meaning they developed the crop to withstand this poison that kills weeds? Remember that? That they've gone in and engineered the crops to be able to handle this pesticide and it doesn't kill them? All right. Now, I understand this farmer has about 500 acres in South Georgia. It cannot be competitive if we don't let him, all right, and give Monsanto's the green light. Now, here's what somebody said to me, and I just want to get this out before we move on because we got a very large half hour coming up. Someone said, well, wait a minute. Are you going to stop selling cigarettes? There's a warning on cigarettes that cigarettes may cause cancer. Are you going to stop selling liquor because there's a warning? You know, I don't know, liquor may cause fatty liver cancer or whatever. I don't know, right? Are you going to stop selling those? I was asked that. And I said, no. You see, I don't dislike this farmer. I appreciate farmers. I thank farmers for our food. But there's certain things that there's government overreach, and there's certain things where government's supposed to protect us, the people, from. You see, I'm not growing the food. I am thankful, trusting, and hopeful that when I go in to purchase the food, it's safe for me and my children. And that has to be the case. Has to be the case. Can't be any other thing. I can't go in and purchase my food and say, wonder if it causes cancer, wonder if this was treated with anything that has any side effects whatsoever to my allergies, my children, growth, whatever. I can't do that. That's not what I do. So if I go in and I choose to buy a pack of cigarettes, I see the warning. But I don't choose to buy an ear of corn, blueberries, or whatever because he sees the warning, not I. You can't take you can't take my ability and my right to see the warning away and tell me that because you have the box that has the appropriate warning on it, it's okay for me. Now, if I got any of that wrong, please tell me. Don't hesitate. But I have not been sold on that answer. I've not been sold on that answer. We'll get into that tomorrow because we have too much to do. So I want to go back. This is the spending. All right. I want 84, and then we're going to go to 85. Spending versus inflation. Remember, I like this graph because what did I tell you last week, right? I have listened to lawmakers tell me that the rate of spending went up because of inflation and we had to keep up with the pace. 2016, you can see at the bottom where they both start, right? $22 billion budget, $22 billion budget. Look at 2026. Now, green is the rate of inflation. All right. Red is the current spending. Look at that spending, right?
This is Georgia's spending?
Yes, this is Georgia. This is Georgia. Okay? Now, and I'll show you right here because I'll show you who put it out. And I know you heard me talk about it the other day, the rate of inflation. All right? Give me 85. Remember I told you this the other day. I said lawmakers will try to tell you, and then this comes out this weekend. Charlie's Bird, our state spending is out of control. The graph represents spending for the last decade. The red line is spending each year. The green line would be if we merely increase spending with inflation over time. This is the part, I'm sorry. I think I said something incorrect, but I'll tell you, this is the part this is why I voted no. Growth with inflation. I'm sorry. I put that out in an incorrect way. I knew what I wanted to say, but here it goes. The green line is if we increased spending with the rate of inflation, that's better. So what you're seeing here is in 2016, this is where we're at, $22 billion. If we would have increased spending with the rate of inflation, that's the green line, that's where we would be right now. The red line is the current spending. We've never spent in the same range as the rate of inflation in Georgia. Never have. All right, when we return, Cobb County, Georgia GOP chair. All right, Cobb County, Georgia GOP chair. The Georgia GOP chair, you can't make this up. We have to clean house. We must clean house. Somebody needs to send this next segment to Charlie Kirk. Now, before we do, because I don't want to mix and mingle, give me number, let's go back with this one before we go to break. Where did we have it? Where did we have it? Don't yell at me, Diane. I'm going to go to break. I have it here. I had to think. There you go. 86, right? 86. Veto SB 144. Now, this is a Senate bill. The Senate bill, that's why it says SB. It was written in the Senate. It was passed in the Senate. It was sent to the House. It passed the House. Now it's going to the governor's desk. Now, whether you like this or not, this is not like whether you like this or not. Give me number 83. 83. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones, for supporting Georgia farmers. Stand with farmers and support SB 144. Don't forget, this is not a personal attack. In the Senate, it does not come to the floor for a vote. It does not move forward for a vote. It does not pass through committees for a vote if the lieutenant governor doesn't give it the green light. Take a break.
When Truck Month is here, the Silverados disappear at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Pick your Silverado 1500 Crew Cab and save up to $12,500. And if you think the discount is big, wait till you see the selection. Come save up to $12,500 off Silverado 1500 Crew Cabs at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Together, let's drive.
Larry's Body Shop in Ellijay. Family owned and operated since 1978. The latest in cutting-edge digital technology and state-of-the-art equipment allow our iCard Gold Class certified technicians to restore your vehicle. Our second-to-none customer service will work directly with your insurance company. Major accident or minor fender bender, we take the dents out of accidents. Larry's Body Shop, North Georgia's #1 body shop. Visit us at collisiondecision.com.
Why give your money to liberal media companies? Put your marketing needs in the hands of a conservative marketing professional and start getting results today. FYN Media Group, one of the top digital marketing agencies in Georgia, specializes in website design and hosting, social media promotion and management, and so much more. Visit FYNmediagroup.com or call 706-889-3564 for a free consultation.
Welcome to El Rey Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We invite you to indulge your senses with our from-scratch authentic Mexican food. Whether you are hungry for fajitas or the El Rey Azteca burrito, we offer a wide variety of fine Mexican dishes, drinks, and desserts. Our inviting patio, indoor seating, and bar has a seat for everyone. So come to El Rey Azteca for delicious food, great drinks, good friends, and loads of fun in a casual and friendly atmosphere.
Ladies, when you wear elegant jewelry, you become a force to be reckoned with. You shine brighter than the stars in the sky, and your inner beauty radiates like the sun. So embrace the magic, embrace the elegance, and let your jewelry be a reflection of your true, authentic self. My friends over at North Georgia Diamond know what a woman wants. Go see them for the perfect gift. And remember, when it comes to elegance, there's no such thing as too much. Come see us at North Georgia Diamond. We're igniting passion one sparkle at a time.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us Visit us online or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Mesquite Grill, now offering online ordering for your convenience. Check out our new website at mesquitegrillbr.com. That's mesquitegrillbr.com. The great food and service you have come to expect, ready for you when you arrive. Open 7 days a week with a fully stocked bar and friendly service. Bring your furry friends with you and dine on our pet-friendly patio. Also, check out our catering options and let us prepare delicious food for your next event.
All right, folks, welcome to the Georgia Hour with BKP. You're watching voiceofruralamerica.com, the Georgia Hour. Now, we are in the convention season, and, you know, a comment was made Saturday, and I'm going to play it for you tomorrow. It's time to doge the Georgia GOP. Now, I'm gonna fly through some documents and show you. Now, first of all, the current chairman of the Georgia GOP, Josh McCoon, he needs to go. We must, before 2026 election cycle gets here, we must make the corrections now. We must. Josh McCoon cannot and should not be, well, leadership of the Georgia GOP swamp. All there is to it. And we're going to show you this. Now, we have public sector and private sector. Josh McCoon knows very little about the public sector. And we're going to move this all the way to the Georgia GOP chair, to the district chair, the first district chair of Georgia, to the chair of the Cobb County Republican Party. We're going to move it all the way around because the entire thing stinks. Now, give me number 114, Diane. Now, we're going to start at 2019. Josh McCoon absolutely does not know anything about, all right, and this here, he is not a private sector person. He does not understand you and I in the private sector, tariffs, all the above. He would say he's an attorney. That's okay. But if you look at 2019, he was the, I think, is that number 114? Is that where I wanted to start? Let's see. I've got some noise in the background. I apologize for that. Let me see, Diane. I want to check something here before I start. I may have this incorrect. So let's see. All right. Yeah, I'm starting there. Okay, we'll start there. We'll call it. So he is at, this is 2020 fiscal year. He is working at the assistant commissioner of the Department of Insurance. All right. Now, you've heard many people say that Josh McCoon is tied very close to Governor Kemp. And that's okay. But it has to be exposed for the truth. You can't play MAGA over here. You can't play here. All right. So if you're out there, you need to know, however you accept it, what the truth is. Now, Josh is, since he was a state senator, he's basically a state employee, period. Republican state employee. And when he worked at the commission assistant, he made $93,333 a year. Now, that's the insurance commissioner's office. He was assistant director, I think, pretty sure, of the insurance commissioner's office when Jim Beck was there, and so was Travis Bowden. Travis Bowden was with him. Travis Bowden has always been with Josh, always. Well, for quite some time. For years, multiple years, they've been together. Let's put it that way. he made $93,000. Okay. Assistant over at the insurance commissioner's office. Jim Beck goes to prison, the insurance commissioner. Josh is the interim director or secretary over the insurance commissioner's office. And basically what they say, Josh, don't worry. We will find a place for you. We'll find a place for you. All right. And John King becomes the insurance commissioner appointed. Josh gets moved to become the executive director of legal services for the vocational education system in Georgia. The vocational education system in Georgia, he is the lead attorney. Now he moves over, this is 2020, and the reason it says $70,000 is prorated. That's not all he's getting. Now we're going to go to the next one, 2021. This is 115. Josh moves to, he's the executive director. He works for the state of Georgia, right? Nice move, taken care of. He moves to $169,999. His travel's $1,300 basically. That's 2021. Pretty good. That's the year. Now, you got to understand the Georgia GOP chair is supposedly volunteer. Well, it is volunteer. It's listed volunteer. Just saying. Now, here's number 116. Now, if you'll notice, a little bit of a raise. Travel went down, but it shifted over into the salary side, 176. All right. No, wait a minute. Maybe I'm wrong. I am wrong on that. I apologize. Travel did not. My eyes are playing tricks on me. 169, 1,300. Now, if you notice, in 116, a nice bump. Travel goes to 7,500. Nice bump. Salary goes to 176, 177. 2022. Wow. Now, it's 2023, and he's going to become the chairman of the Georgia GOP, Inc. David Schaefer said so. Number 117. In 2023, he goes to $10,800 on the travel, but his salary goes up to $208,000. General counsel, right? The Georgia State Technical College system, he's up to $208. Now, keep in mind, when he took the job or was moved over that way, he started at 170. All right, 170. Now, in 2013, he's up to 208. He's moving. Now, 118. 2024. Look at the size of this raise. Now, I have a question on his travel. In 2024, he spent an enormous amount of time in Arizona, spent an enormous amount of time in a lot of different places, not at the work. I wonder how many days off he took in 2024. He traveled all over the state for GOP purposes. Wonder if that travel kind of got mixed up. I just don't know if it got mixed up because Josh goes in 2023. Look at this here, right? Go back to 17. So he goes 208. We'll call it 208, right? And he goes 10,880. All right. Now that's 2023. Then he goes to 2024, so 118, and this is the year 2024 when he spends a lot of time out of the office. He jumps to 17,800. Basically, an additional $7,000 in 1 year of travel. $7,000 he bumps up. Now, this is the state. This is open transparency government. You can go look this up. He bumps up $7,000 in travel. Now, I hope throughout 2024, he did not mix and mingle, accidentally turn in. I hope he didn't accidentally turn in the wrong travel. And I hope he didn't accidentally use the Georgia GOP credit card for gas and travel for GOP purposes that maybe they got confused. You know, he got real busy. Because I doubt he double dipped. That's not who he is. He's a very nice guy. Woo. Then his salary goes to $227, basically $228. So that's $228 minus $208. That's $20,000 raise in that year, 2024. Huh. So wait a minute. Let's see. Let's go to 228. Let's do it like this. 228, basically. 228, 000. That's 24. Now let's go here. That's 23. That's 22. That wouldn't be exactly correct, but he goes 23, 208. But in 2022, he was, let's call it, 176. So let's go 177. So let's go 177. Hold on a minute here. So 8 minus 7 is 1. 2 minus 7, I got to go to that. 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Am I correct between 2022 and 2024? Is that an increase of 51,000? From 2022 to 2024, 177, 228. Is that an increase of 51,000? Just saying. Just saying. I'm wondering if this guy, wow. Just wondering. I'm wondering. Right? So this guy has to go. He has to go. We're not conservative. All right. We have to Doge alone. Georgia GOP or down to state house senators, house governor. You got to go Doge right now. You should investigate. There should be an investigation launched into the Georgia Vocational School System General Counsel, Lead General Counsel Office. There should be an investigation right this minute. Not the guy running, right? Not the guy running, working at a state office, representing all vocational students, regardless of their political affiliation. There's an investigation right there. Now, so we have a person over in the 1st District, and it's the 1st District Chair, Candace Taylor, right? 1st District Chair, Candace Taylor. Now, before we get there, staying on the Georgia GOP, we have to clean house. Now, Josh McCoon does not have to ask anyone, and I'm serious. In fact, give me 100 and then go from 100 to 104. Nothing makes Travis Bowden smile like Josh McCoon. Nothing. I mean, you should find someone to make you smile like those two together. Just something about the way when they get together, 104, that they smile. Now, the guy That's Travis Bowden, the guy missing his hair. All right. So 104 when you get it. Now, before Josh got elected, now remember, Travis Bowden was over at the insurance commissioner's office. We have to have a chairman and an entire team that'll tell you the truth. We have to have a chairman and an entire team that's ready to take on 2026. We have to have a team that's not interested. And I have to tell you right now, if you signed up to run and all you're interested in is the next place you can go and take pictures, you will not have my vote, period. Okay? I want to seriously turn the Republican Party around. Conservative, Republican values, so forth. Now, this guy was at the insurance commissioner's office with him, Travis Bowden, so he gets the job. Now, Ryan, a gentleman by the name of Ryan Caudell, I think it's Caudell, he was the executive director. He was the executive director of the Georgia GOP. Josh got elected and basically told him, you need to go. All right, you need to go. Find something else. And Josh hired Travis Bowden. Now, the executive committee, Josh doesn't have to ask anything. And I want that rule. I want rule changes. I do not want the Georgia GOP to be able to hire an executive director without discussing it with the executive committee. I don't want that. Or at least make the rule where the state officers have to be involved in the hiring, something. All right. Now, he gets to negotiate the salary. Yeah. You keep sitting out there, Georgia, and think that if you're a state committee member or executive committee member or a state officer, you have some kind of pull. He gets to negotiate the salary with the executive director. He gets to decide when the last one goes and the new one comes. He does not have to ask you. I remember the executive committee meeting. We had no idea. We go to the meeting, right? This is about a month, I'd say, after the election. He gets up and he announces Ryan Caudell is leaving, and he announces Travis Bowden's the new executive director of the Georgia Republican Party. We don't know. I'm sitting there. I'm first vice chair. I am first vice chair of the Georgia Republican Party. I had no idea Ryan's leaving. I had no idea he's hiring this guy. Don't know his salary. We're not allowed to see stuff. I mean, we could probably get it somehow, some way. Now, what happens, and here's what I'm getting ready to tell you. The Justin Rice is the executive director of the Georgia GOP now. Now, this is where they're really going to come after me. Well, there's several areas. And they're going to tell you that I'm totally wrong. So the Georgia GOP, Josh McCoon, right, and Travis Bowden will tell you he's still involved. He's still there. He didn't go anywhere. But the Georgia GOP, in my words, go and be careful. The RNC could come after me. Josh could come after me. Charlie Kirk can come after me. But in my words, the Georgia GOP could not be trusted in Georgia with basically his ties to the executive office and other things. They could not be trusted in Georgia to handle things. So the RNC was going to, and they did. The RNC pumped enormous amount of money into the presidential race in Georgia. My words. Josh and Travis could not be trusted with it. My words. That's my opinion. They couldn't be trusted. See, the Georgia the GOP, the RNC, in my opinion, humble opinion, basically told Josh, get out of the way. You just go around the state, you sing Kumbaya, you give a unifying speech, you update them on the lawsuits, and we'll handle everything else. We're going to pour money in. You're not going to waste it. Again, my opinion. Because actually, if you look at it closely, that's what I think really happened. Because on this day, June 14th, right? Now, they get rid of me, right? 45, they move me out. Then, again, the executive committee of the state of Georgia, they have no say, none whatsoever, none. And number 45, this is Josh McCoon on June 14th, 2024. Staff update. The following statement will be released shortly, and I wanted to share it with the state executive committee before it goes out. That's the closest courtesy you get. You don't get to decide, but I let you know 2-3 hours in advance. Thanks to all of you for your continued hard work on behalf of Georgia Republicans. Bowden assumes, that's the guy with no hair, new role at the Georgia Republican Party. Chairman Josh McCoon announced today that Executive Director Travis Bowden has assumed a new role at the Georgia Republican Party, senior advisor to the chairman. Right? Chairman McCoon stated, Travis has done a great job for the 2024 election, our executive director over the last year. As new opportunities have become available to him, I am delighted that he will be able to continue to work with, let's go to 46. I think it's 46. With the Georgia Republican Party in a new capacity, continue to play a key role in our efforts to elect President Trump and evict Joe Biden. Bowden stated it has been a real honor to serve as the executive director. Now, the announcement of the new executive director will be made at a later date. Georgia Republican Party county, Georgia Republican Party district chairs, Georgia Republican Party state committee, Georgia Republican Party executive committee, Georgia Republican state officers have zero input in what happens. Proven fact. Okay? Now, what happened was, in my opinion, God knows, the RNC sent this young man in here, Justin Rice. And Justin Rice is not from Georgia. He was not working in Georgia. He is not someone that most of the executive directors or executive committee, you asked them, they had no idea. The state committee had no idea. So the executive director of Georgia, when the money started coming in with the RNC, came from outside of Georgia to run the party and make sure the money did not get commingled. I don't know, just me saying, what, travel? You can't make this up. You can't make this, it has to stop. So when he goes out and he tells you what an amazing job he did and how he brought in 2024 for Donald Trump, that's Josh McCoon, and how we must keep the momentum and keep moving in this direction, the RNC's gone. So let me say this briefly, all right? We have some new candidates I will have to go into tomorrow. I am not commenting on anyone's religion. You got it? No comment on your religion. That's not what this is about. Cobb County has had a dismal, terrible two-term chairman by the name of Sally Grubbs. Now, Sally Grubbs is running for first vice chair of the Georgia Republican Party. She was at the Cherokee County Republican Convention this past Saturday. And, you know, here's Sally 102. And what Sally was doing while David Cross was making his speech, I would guess Sally was recording it because I watched her record it. I would guess Sally was recording David's speech, maybe to send to Josh McCoon, right? Maybe, I don't know. But that being said, this lady, Sophia, give me number 113. Sophia is running for Cobb County GOP chair. And she does not meet the standards, meaning she is not on board with the establishment. Meaning, if she's elected, this has nothing to do with religion, nothing. If she's elected, Sally Grubbs will no longer be the under the radar as Obama's third term with Biden. Sally Grubbs no longer could have a third term in Cobb County, my opinion. Josh McCoon can no longer control Cobb County, my opinion. She is a candidate that is focused on trying to restore Cobb County in the Republican category, where it once was the ruby red Republican, jewel of the South. Cobb County was once. That's all this person wants to do. I have spoke to her. I've met her several times. I know her. And that's all I can get. Nothing to do with religion. Okay? But they've attacked her religion. We'll get into that tomorrow. I don't want to leave 4 minutes and not go into it. But I want to say this because we're going to come back right here tomorrow. And I want you to be here at 10 a.m. for the completion of this. All right? And it goes with the chair. It goes with the first vice chair. We have to clean house in this state. We have to doge the Georgia GOP. Now, this is troubling to me because when they wanted to remove me from the Georgia GOP, they called in Candace. They called in Candace Taylor. And they said, Candace, you ask for Pritchard to be removed, and it won't look like we've gone after him. That's, again, my opinion, but maybe somebody has told me that has happened. Now, Candace Taylor's running for Congress. Candace Taylor is no longer the first district chair of the Georgia GOP, but she's running for Congress. The last thing Candace Taylor needs to do is get involved in Cobb County. But somebody, because we all know Candace made a deal, she'll go nuts over that, but we all feel strongly that all signs lead to Candace made a deal. So they call Candace up. Candace will say, well, this didn't happen, right? They call Candace up and say, Candace, here's what we need you to do. We need you to get involved, and we need you to send out a message about Cobb County. Now, Clarice, you may be a very nice person. I'm going to close with a comment concerning you because I don't know you. But here, number 89. Candace Taylor, let's elect people who believe in Yahweh. Who called this person? Now, to elected office, shall we? Our spiritual covering matters more than anything else. Cobb County is critical in Georgia. No SHI asterisk, Candace. I'm sure the WEF, NWO, etc. would love to have control of this county. I fully endorse Mary Clarice Hathaway. Now, Mary, you don't know Candace. Candace, how can you fully endorse Mary Clarice Hathaway? Who called and told you to do this? I mean, is this I'm just asking, is this a campaign contribution to you, Candace? I don't know. Why would you say, Candace, I fully endorse someone I don't know? Do you know her? Now, Clarice, you may be a very nice person, and you seem to be. I've watched your videos. You have a nice family, okay? I don't know really 100%. You've told me why you're in the race for Cobb County GOP chair. You've not been active, but I get it. If you want to get in, fine. But do you really want to be chairman of a county that this is what's going on before you would even get in there? So I fully endorse Mary Clarice Hathaway for Cobb County GOP chair to replace my dear friend Sally Grubbs. Whew, my dear friend. We dodged a bullet with the finding in this report. Candace knows nothing about this report. Now, Candace, as I've showed you, and I've got to go, Diane, if I could indulge just about 5 more minutes. Now, who did she send this to? The Georgia Republicans, the Assembly, Josh McCoon, Laura Loomer, Real Stu Peters, Emerald Robinson, War Room. Not me. Why didn't you send it to me, Candace? Wonder why. Why'd you miss me? Bannon, War Room, Laura Witzke, Crimson Tider. Would that be Debbie Dooley? Hey, by the way, what is the going rate to get Debbie Dooley to attack someone? Is there a rate? I mean, does she have a price sheet? I don't know. Does she charge? Maybe Sally Grubbs could help me with that. Or Jason Thompson, can you help me? Is there a charge to attack someone? I don't know. Somebody told me that. Now, this is what Candace put out, right? And here we go. And this is the nice young lady, number 90, that she's endorsing that she doesn't know. Now, keep this in mind. We dodged a bullet, and she's sending it to Stu Peters. Now, this is where I told you this is not religious. You got it? Not religious. Now, give me video, and I don't care, whatever you believe this morning, please stay away from that. All right? Diane, could you give me video 29 and set it up at 8 minutes, right? Video 29 and set it up at 8 minutes. Did I send it? I mean, if you're setting it up.
Yeah,
that's okay.
you sent it. It's a Rumble, so I've got to get it set up. Hold on.
Okay. All right. So, folks, now, as she's setting it up, okay, there's people that like Jewish people. There's people that don't like Jewish people. Bottom line, this is not religious. Got it? But Candace, she has issues with anyone that doesn't see it 100% her way. And we're going to show you, this is not personal to this guy here. He has a belief system. I call him maybe the number one Jew. I call him a Jew hater. That I do. Those are my words. I don't know that he has said this, but he attacks Jewish people all the time. And he has his opinion of how he feels about Jewish people. Candace is very fond of this guy. All right? So whenever, is that something you got set up?
Without your permission, just like they spend every other dollar. And we're funding our own demise. By the way, just as a side note, StuPeters.com, watch Slave Nation. This is how to get out of this. Real remedy, moving the ball. No more funding our own demise, bioweapons, and forever wars from the Jewish lobby that basically runs our entire government. And they run this as well, don't they?
Yeah, they run this. 100%. They're controlling everything. I have a Republican governor that just got back from Davos for the second time. We're having a new EV plant put in Middle Georgia now. Oh, and get this. We also have a monkey farm. 33,000 monkeys, $500 million.
All right. Now, however you believe, Stu Peters, I think he's not very fond of Jews, right? You heard what she said. Now, whether you believe that or not, that's up to you. That's not the point of the segment. But Stu Peters has basically zero use for Jews. He does. Now, the Georgia Republican Party had to put out an actual apology. Give me number 88, okay? They had to put out an actual apology, all right, for Candace Taylor. Joint statement from Chairman McCoon and Chairman Burke. Now, Clarice, is this who you want endorsing you? Is this who you want fully endorsing you? Her good friend? This is her good friend, Sally Grubbs, who called Candace and said, get involved. The Georgia Republican Party, right after that came out, has long been clear on its condemnation of anti-Semitism. Recently, a Republican Party chairwoman person, Candace Taylor appeared on the program hosted by Stu Peters. The Anti-Defamation League describes Peters as a Florida-based anti-Semitic conspiracy theorist radio show host and self-proclaimed Christian nationalist. Now, this is Candace Taylor does not speak for the Georgia Republican Party, but Candace Taylor speaks for Sally Grubbs. Candace Taylor speaks for Clarice Hathaway. Sorry, Clarice, I don't know you. I don't think Candace knows you. Candace Taylor says you dodged a bullet, right? Got it? This is all black and white. So why did she get involved? Who called her? Who told her to come involved? Right. Now, Stu Peters, again, if this is how you feel, I just want this lady to take Cobb County or whoever the delegates choose and restore it to Republican greatness. Now, I'm going to show you one more thing. Now, Stu Peters, give me 106. This is actually, however you feel about Jewish people, Candace Taylor, one of our best friends flew in a small town, blah, blah, blah. You can tell from the pictures how much my kids adore Uncle Stu. Right? There you go. Her kids, and nothing against her kids, that's a public picture. She put that up. She posts that. That's a public picture. She does not have that safeguarded in any way. She put it up. We're not doing anything to the children. We never bring up the children. She's the one that says that's their uncle. They refer to them. Now take that down. And I want to give you two more and we're going to get out. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is she's running for Congress. Why in the hell would she do this? I mean, I wouldn't. If I'm running for Congress, I do what I call I stay in my lane. I stay clear away from all of this. All right? Now, give me number, I think this is it, number 91. And we'll get away from this because I'm going to show you who may have look at this. I have the video. Don't talk to me about separation of church and state. We are the church and we run the state. Jews, Muslims, and Buddhists don't get to silence us. All right? Now, I just said this morning, put this up, Jews, Muslims, and Buddhists, and I'm not taking a political side here. I'm just trying to prove to you just how corrupt these people are. I want 111, then I want 112. I promise, Diane, I'm going to get out. Diane's like, you know what? Let's see. 111. Gabby Gifford is a Hindu. 112. Kash Patel, Hindu. All right?
You mean Tulsi Gabbard.
What did I say? Gabby Gifford. I do that all the time. Tulsi Gabbard. Thank you. I do that all the time. I get the Tulsi Gabbard, Hindu. Kash Patel, Hindu. J.D. Vance's wife, Hindu. Scott Bessent, Treasury Secretary, gay. Richard Grinnell, gay. Just saying, Candace, because here's one more, right? And I got two more and I'm going to close. Diane's like, that's what you just said a minute ago. But give me this one on Candace. And then I got to go with Abigail because you always find that one post. Give me 105. This was yesterday. Now, she'll attack me. Candace will come up. I hope just this time she doesn't put up another one of her racist attacks on me and my family. Right, Candace? I mean, the one that you put up, Candace, the racist post that you and Debbie Dooley put up about myself, my family, and my children. Candace, you remember that one? And then I have a screenshot, but you deleted it. You remember that one? All right. 105. I don't tolerate other religion. That's not my role as a Christian. I am to pray for those who are lost. I'm to share the gospel with the lost. Tolerating sin, idols, witchcraft, etc. will be the downfall of America. Now, I just have to ask you, Clarice Hathaway, I'm not attacking you. I don't know you, but she fully endorses you. And the person that I've heard is your campaign manager. So let's go there. This is the guy that I'm hearing is this was all set up. I am of the opinion Sally Grubbs is all over this with Debbie Dooley, with Candace Taylor. Josh McCoon always has plausible deniability. Now, which one do I have here? Give me this one. Oh, I had it a minute ago. I'm going to find it. And then I'm going to get to where's the other one? Now, that's Brian Kemp. I don't want that one right now. I thought I had one here. Yeah, give me number 95. This is Matt Strout. Now, I've been told, I don't know, folks. I've been told this is, Clarice Hathaway's campaign manager. Cobb County GOP. Look at this. This is 4 days ago, according to when I cropped it out. Cobb County GOP needs to pay attention to these aggressive efforts of Hamas. I'm not looking for Sophia Farouk to do a peace agreement in the Middle East. For those not paying attention, the GOP leadership of the flagship county in Georgia. Let me tell you something, Matt. Call me. The flagship county, Sally Grubbs has done everything she could to destroy flagship county. And let me tell you, if you are a consultant, don't call Cobb flagship county as though it was just yesterday that the Democrats took it over, Matt. I'm serious. I'm not mad. Just give me a call. We'll talk. The GOP leadership, flagship county in Georgia, once the Ruby Red, is going to be decided on March 22nd for the sake of our homeland, the whole entire country. We need Christian leaders in every position. Thank you, Speaker Johnson. Oh, wow. Then Matt goes on, 93. He goes on. And this is a post that people are going back and forth. And Candace Taylor goes on there. And right under Candace Taylor, Matt says, Candace Taylor, he says, Jesus, guns, and babies. Matt, I wonder, did you call Candace? Who called Candace and said, you need to get in this? Are you working in Candace's congressional race? I don't know. Now, so every once in a while, someone will sum it up. Now, you might not like Sophia Farouk and her religious beliefs. You may not. But here's the facts. And this, I read this and I was like, I know this person. And I was just like, Abigail, thank you. Give me 110. This is Abigail Darnell. It's worth noting that if Sophia, listen to this. It's worth noting that if Sophia were aligned, it's worth noting that if Sophia was aligned with the GOP establishment, they would all be saying how wonderful it would be to have a minority daughter of immigrants leading the GOP so we can be a big tent, etc., and more diverse. Right? If she was establishment, they would be cheering this. This is what they always say about immigrants and even people living a homosexual lifestyle who get involved in the GOP. Furthermore, they would all be saying anyone who is prejudiced against Sophia because of her religion or ethnicity and makes that the central issue of this campaign is a terrible person and should be ashamed of themselves. See, if Sophia was establishment, I'd just like everyone to know that since Sophia is anti-establishment, the establishment people are all singing a different tune this year. She was okay last year. Sophia was okay at Cobb County GOP. Now, number 113. Cobb County GOP chair. Please, delegates, elect the best person for the job that can restore Cobb County, restore Republican values, bring Republican votes in, and get Republicans in the right direction to help us win for 2026. We need an immediate turnaround. All right. Now, the other two candidates, there's three candidates. And I think Sally Grubbs should, and it may be too late, but Sally Grubbs should have the current chairman immediately come out and denounce these attacks. Instead of saying, I don't control Debbie Dooley. That's what they say. I don't control Debbie Dooley. I don't control these attacks. But Candace let you know Sally's a good friend. And Candace let you know a person, I don't know if she's ever met this person, she fully endorses because somebody said fully endorse. And Candace doesn't know if this person, Clarice, you may be perfect for the job. You may be the right person, but Candace doesn't know. Candace is ready to throw away all of Cobb County. Somebody made a call. Now, Sally Grubbs should do the right thing and come out and put out a statement and say, look, stop it and stop it now. Sophia Farouk has worked in this party for a long time. She meets the qualifications to run, right? She's on the ballot. Let her tell you what she will do for the county and let you, the voter, make a decision. Same thing with Clarice Hathaway and same thing with the gentleman. And sir, please accept my apology. I'm rolling around. I don't remember your name and I apologize. But that's what should be done. All right. Give me the closer. There's going to be a candidate forum. These people we have to clean house. I mean, clean house, folks. We've got to clean house. And, you know, I know they're going to come after me, right? GOP MAGA Candidate Forum, Thursday, April 17th. Now, my understanding is, now there is an admission fee, $45. I understand the moderator will be Alex Johnson, okay? And I second that. I mean, I wasn't asked, but I second that, Alex. I'm okay with that. Now, the candidates is David Cross. We understand Josh McCoon says he has something that day. All right. First vice chair, Sally Grubbs, Alice Olenek and Lisa Pierce. We have three candidates there. We're going to talk about that. Second vice chair, Noreen Cantor. Treasurer, Lori McLean. Jeff Della Maggiario. I don't know your name, Jeff. I'll try. Secretary, Susie Voiles. Nixon and 9th District Chairman Brian Parker. We will look to see if any other candidates is added on to this. I will see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. I want to thank my dear friend. I got to be really extra nice to get through the week. Diane, who are you? Oh, you're just Diane. Just Diane. Yeah. Diane, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Please leave the innocent alone. Diane's innocent in this. You coming after me? Come on. Take us out of here.